Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem, and please remain standing for an honor song by Thunder Jack, who is Bear Clan from the Oneida Nation. Thank you, Thunder Jack. Please take your seats. On behalf of George Brown College, I would like to welcome you all, graduates, family, and friends, to this morning's convocation exercises for the class of 2013. My name is Laura Jo Gunter. I'm the Senior Vice President Academic, and it is my pleasure to serve as your Masters of Ceremonies this morning. Graduates, today we have gathered to recognize your academic achievements. You have worked hard to get here. I extend warm congratulations to all of you on this special day. Our convocation ceremony is taking place on the traditional lands of the Mississauga of New Credit. I would like to introduce the members of our platform party. I ask them to stand and remain standing as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. It is my pleasure to introduce Sally Horsfall-Eaton, the first Chancellor of George Brown College. From the Board of Governors of George Brown College, Lori Cook. From George Brown College, Ann Sato, President. Eugene Harrigan, Vice President, Corporate Services. Diane Tessier, Registrar. Maureen Loweth, Dean, Center for Business, Arts, and Design. Our keynote speaker this morning is Mitchell Cohen, who will be more formally introduced later in the program. And finally, the staff and faculty of the Center for Arts and Design at George Brown College. Ladies and gentlemen, your platform party. Please take your seats. This morning, we are recognizing graduates from the School of Design, the School of Fashion Studies, and the School of Performing Arts in the Center for Arts and Design. Our interpreters this morning are Monique Ledrew and Tara Everett, and our captioner is Joanne Anderson. I now invite Chancellor Sally Horsfall-Eaton to address the graduating class. Madam Chancellor.
Okay, so you made it. Terrific. All that work and all those late nights, congratulations. I'm sure you're all wondering where you're going to be, whether this road is going to lead you. And could I suggest your family's wondering as well. And I can't tell you, I'm afraid. Many of you may not be where you think you're going to be 5 years from now. But I can offer a few words of advice for what I consider to be the determinants of both success at work and success in your life. And it's for free. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts, than money, than circumstances, than what other people think or do. We can't change the inevitable. You know, bad things do happen, and that's life. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% about what happens to me and 90% how I respond to it. And so it is with you. We're in charge of our attitudes and in turn in charge of our lives. We determine our own feelings and our own happiness, and it's not anybody else's responsibility. So be an irrepressibly positive person. Be the sort of person that's welcome everywhere, that's cheerful and fun-loving, rather than the doom and gloom pessimist who's shunned at work and ignored in the classroom and is never invited to happy hour. So smile, be cheerful, and play nice or go home. Now, the world is made up of leaders and followers, and the world needs both. Many of us aspire to be leaders, either in the workplace or the community, and many of us tremble at the thought. Some leaders are very effective, and some are misplaced. Do each of you know what it is you are or what it is you should be? Some people do all the things a leader does, but are either reticent to speak up and don't want to be, quotes, leading the troops. This person fills the role of the invisible leader, leading from behind, the advisor. If that is you, such a person is diligent, studies the issues, and is thoughtful and helpful at looking at options. All good leaders, and indeed want and indeed need advisors who can act as a sounding board. Now, leadership is taken, not given, not intentionally, but simply by the actions of an individual. A potential leader is the first to step forward to do a job, the first to make thoughtful suggestions, the first to get things done. One doesn't do it for recognition, but simply because it's a natural inclination to be part of the action and to lead. A good leader generally has a vision of where to go. And I'm a believer that a good dose of common sense and some naivety can be of great benefit. Some of the greatest achievements of this world occurred because the visionary didn't know or wasn't threatened by the obstacles that were in the path. So dare to dream. As Chancellor, I work to maintain George Brown's outstanding reputation, and now as alumni, please help me by also being ambassadors for the college. At George Brown, we are a family, so stay involved. This is your alma mater. And finally, in closing, I would like to quote from a play, William Shakespeare's play, The Reluctant Graduate. But I can't, because you've probably figured out Shakespeare never wrote such a play. So instead, you get a Sally quote. Today you are a graduate, and you've had lots of fun. And now it's time to capitalize on all that you have done. So make for it, make it happen, go for it, and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. I will now call upon Dean Maureen Loweth to address the graduating class on behalf of the Center for Arts and Design and to introduce the keynote speaker.
Madam President, Madam Chancellor, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, family and friends of graduates and graduates. It's my sincere pleasure to extend congratulations to our graduates today, and I speak on behalf of your many professors and other staff members who are here today to show their support for your accomplishments. Like your family and friends who join you today at this ceremony, we're very proud of what you've achieved and happy to have been part of your education at George Brown College. You've gained knowledge and skills to position you for employment in some of the key sectors of Toronto and the city region. Today, you follow in the footsteps of 45 years of George Brown graduates. You are joining over 200,000 alumni who are making a name for themselves around the world. And as you embark on your career and in the years ahead, I urge you to look for opportunities to do business with other George Brown graduates and to stay connected with the George Brown community. And I'm now pleased to introduce our keynote speaker for this morning's ceremony, Mitchell Cohen. As president of the Daniels Corporation, one of Canada's foremost builder-developers, Mr. Cohen has combined his expertise in nonprofit housing, his leadership, and his personal beliefs to develop a strong brand for the company, which offers residential offerings for people at all stages of life, from first-time tenants and homeowners to rental retirement and assisted living communities for seniors. Before I invite him to address all of you, allow me to tell you a bit about his background. Mitchell Cohen began his education at McGill University, where he completed a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. He continued his studies at the London School of Economics, where he obtained a master's degree in social psychology. Prior to joining the Daniels Corporation, Mr. Cohen worked extensively in the not-for-profit sector, developing cooperative housing in both Montreal and Toronto. Mitchell also has a long history of work with and support to a number of not-for-profit organizations, both in a professional capacity through his influence on charitable activities at Daniels, as well as in his personal life. And he's a composer and a musician who is part of the city's vibrant arts scene. I've made the acquaintance of Mitchell Cohen over the past 3 years through our mutual involvement in community building in the Regent Park neighborhood here in Toronto. Mitchell is leading Daniels' efforts on the redevelopment of 69 acres in what is called Toronto's Downtown East, the largest urban redevelopment project in North America. A collaboration between the Daniels Corporation, Toronto Community Housing and Artscape Inc., where I am a board member, has resulted in a dynamic new arts and cultural center called Daniels Spectrum. Over the past 7 years, George Brown College has undertaken many community collaborations with Mitchell Cohen and Daniels in connection with activities in Regent Park. These include Daniels Spectrum, the Paint Box Bistro, the Daniels Center of Learning in Regent Park, the Economic Development Hub, and the Regent Park Food Partnership. I've been struck by the personal involvement Mitchell takes in actually shaping the new communities that are formed around his company's real estate developments. This is done through his thoughtful and skilled solicitation and choice of tenants and public and private partners in order to ensure an appropriate mix of services, as well as the creation of a welcoming, safe, and diverse environment. The Center for Arts and Design is part of a Faculty of Business Arts and Design here at George Brown College. I believe that Mitchell embodies the best qualities of a business person who aggressively seeks excellence and results in everything he does, while at the same time bringing the sensitivity of the artist to the form and function of his projects, all executed with energy, enthusiasm, and charisma to bring others along on the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a great community and city builder, Mr. Mitchell Cohen.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Platform Party, George Brown faculty, staff, and graduates. Good morning. It's a great honor for me to share this important milestone on your journey. When I graduated from LSE, London School of Economics, way back in 1973, I remember knowing very well exactly who I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. I remember it as clearly as today. I wanted to be, in short, Bruce Springsteen. Why not? Or if I couldn't be the boss, if I couldn't be Bruce, then at least I wanted to be a working musician. I wanted to be a record producer. I wanted to make music. Above all else, at that moment in time, there was one thing that I knew for sure, and that is that I would never go into business. Business was not for me. It was way too uncool. Much cooler for me was to work in the not-for-profit sector. And at that moment when I graduated, the not-for-profit sector meant a jazz trio, a six-piece rhythm and blues band, a record company called Fix It in the Mix Music, of all things, publishing companies, all of which I can testify were very, very nonprofit. However, during that same period of time, I was given a tremendous opportunity by the YMCA. I was given the opportunity to work on the first nonprofit housing cooperative in Quebec. And that work in Montreal on the Côte Saint-Luc Housing Cooperative led to my work here in Toronto developing nonprofit housing cooperatives between 1979 and 1984. And then in 1984, I did what I would never have guessed that I would do. I took the plunge. I went to where many of my friends in the nonprofit sector called the dark side. I went to the private sector. I went into business. And today I am very, very proud to be able to say that being in business for 30 years has been incredible, has been a wonderful, tremendous experience. Contrary to what I thought on graduation day, I, in fact, have the coolest job in the universe. Over the past 30 years, our company has built homes and condominiums, about 24,000 at last count, in all shapes and sizes. And as we've grown our business, we've always thought of what we do, not simply as business, but actually as social enterprise. A business measured by much more than the single bottom line of profitability. Yes, we need to be profitable to stay in business, there's no question, but every day, we push ourselves to do much more than that. Are we creating new pathways to home ownership? Are we creating better living opportunities for our mums and dads? Opportunities that are based on wellness and vitality instead of on warehousing our older citizens? Are we forging relationships with the cultural sector, like we did with TIFF Bell Lightbox and with Daniel's Spectrum in Regent Park. And indeed, in Regent Park every day, we ask ourselves, we challenge ourselves, how do we continue leveraging the revitalization of this very challenged community as a catalyst for social change, creating along the way with partners such as George Brown College a new model, a new hallmark of sustainability. Our partnership with all of you at George Brown College gives strength to the revitalization and is clearly demonstrating the impact and the power of collective action. Graduates, the diploma or the certificate that you are receiving today, whether it's in design, whether it's in fashion studies or performing arts, is extremely important to who you are. But it is only a launch pad. You are the key. It is your spirit and your enthusiasm that will open the doors that you want to walk through. The doors will not open automatically. The world is a very competitive place. Today, people are graduating from universities and colleges across the country, and many will be competing with you for a place at the table, whether that table's at a design firm, whether it's at a bank, whether it's at a startup business, or maybe even a real estate development company. So as you go out into that competitive world, I have a few practical tips, 3 in fact, that I want to leave with you. Tip number 1, learn to network. We all hear this, we hear it all the time, but it is in fact extremely important. Seek out the people that you admire, the people you'd like to work with. Do not wait for opportunity to come knocking, because opportunity might not knock on your door. Chase what it is that you want, and if by chance opportunity does knock on your door, jump in with both feet. Tip number 2, in the course of your networking, always be inquisitive. Ask questions. Learn about everyone that you meet, and learn from everyone you meet. In asking questions, always question conventional wisdom. Your idea, your wisdom may in fact be a lot wiser than conventional. Tip number 3, your resume may get you in the door, but it won't get you the job. Who you are and the passion that you present yourself with, that is what will get you the job. Those are my 3 tips. Now, looking back over the past 40 years since my graduation, I can honestly say I have no regrets whatsoever that I did not become Bruce Springsteen. None. Today, as Maureen mentioned, I still write songs, I still produce music, but over all these years, I've also found that being creative in business or in anything that one is doing can be as exciting as being creative in the arts. The key is not any longer to simply think outside the box. No. Today, in a world of ultimate connectivity, there is no box. Remember that your voice is important. Let it be heard. Let your spirit of adventure take you places that you have yet to imagine. But today, before you embark on those adventures, pause for just this moment. Take in everything around you. Take in this moment, your friends, your colleagues, your schoolmates, your family. As you pause and take in this moment, I want to leave you to the words of a song. It's not Shakespeare, but it's a song that I wrote, and these are the lyrics of a song I've written for all of you. One day I'll record it and send it to you. The song puts me in your shoes, in the shoes of you as a graduate, honoring all of the people that helped bring you to this moment. It is, of course, called Graduation Day, and it goes like this. I look around at love around me. You surrounded me with love. You had my back. You held my purpose. I wouldn't be here without you. No words could say how much I needed, how I needed your love. You were my crew, my trusty compass. I wouldn't be here without your love. You kept me sane when storms were raging, when I had doubts that I would get through. Now here I am on graduation. I wouldn't be here without you. Graduates, enjoy this moment. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the part of today's ceremony in which we recognize outstanding scholastic achievement by our graduates. At this time, we would like to recognize the recipient of the Governor General's Academic Medal. First awarded in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin, the Governor General's Academic Medal is one of the most prestigious awards that can be received by a student in a Canadian educational institution for exceptional academic achievement. The Collegiate Bronze Medal from the Governor-General of Canada is awarded to the student in a 2- or 3-year program with the highest cumulative grade point average. This year, the recipient of the Governor-General's Academic Medal is Meli Guan, who is graduating from the Business Administration Accounting program in the School of Financial Services in the Center for Business. Meli will be receiving her award at her convocation this afternoon. We would now like to recognize the recipient of the Board of Governors Medal. The Board of Governors Medal was established in 2007 when the first degree programs graduated from George Brown College. The medal is awarded to a full-time student in a degree program of at least 4 years in duration and is awarded for academic excellence to the student with the highest cumulative grade point average. This year, the recipient of the Board of Governors Medal is Irvin G. Ford Sia, who is graduating from the Bachelor of Applied Business Hospitality Operations Management program in the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management in the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. Irvin will be receiving his award at his convocation on Thursday, June 13th. This morning, we are proud to honor a graduate from the Center for Arts and Design with the Dean's Award to recognize both high achievement over all semesters in the center and the contributions to the college community as a whole. We would like to call on Dean Maureen Loweth to come forward to present the award from the Center for Arts and Design. This year, the recipient of the Dean's Award for the Center for Arts and Design is Scott McNeil. Scott is a graduate of the Graphic Design program in the School of Design. Scott, please come forward and accept your award. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for this morning, Wayland Gill, who is graduating from the Graphic Design program in the School of Design. Wayland, will you please come and address the graduating class of 2013?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me at the back? Okay. Sorry. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Platform Party, fellow graduates, George Brown faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, I'd like to congratulate you all on your achievement. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get through school. especially in something as subjective as the creative arts, as we all know. A lot of good advice has been given here today, and I advise you all to listen to it. I'd like to share 5 thoughts from my George Brown experience and some thoughts that I've collected over the years. First, always be true to yourself. You can't be anyone else, only you, so do it with flair. Second, collaborate. Find people that are different from you, smarter than you, and work with them. Maybe they're in a completely different field of work. Collaborate to create something new and wonderful. Third, admit to yourself that you know nothing. Open your mind, always continue to learn. Fourth, confront your fears head on. And fifth, do something unexpected. Bear with me for a second. I've never taken a selfie before. And I don't even own a smartphone, let alone a cell phone. I'm very inspired by my younger sister, who just a couple of weeks ago was diagnosed with cancer. Pardon me. Sorry. She'll be having very major surgery this month, and she's 27. She really wanted to have kids, but she won't be able to. Again, sorry about this. As you can see, I've been having a hard time with it, and that's why I chose to include it in my speech. I think it would have been easy for her to become really negative dealing with this. Instead, she has remained very positive, and she faces this problem head on. She's fighting hard to get the best future she can, which leads me to the thought that I want to share with all of you. As we leave school, we're all confronted with a very large problem that we need to face head on. The job market is tightly held at the top by the baby boomers, a very large generation who are staying in their jobs longer and longer. When they've retired, we will spend our careers paying for their care, and because of the population size difference, this is me being true to myself. Because of the population size difference, it will be difficult for us to ever retire. I don't say this to blame anyone, this is no one's fault, but it is something that we will all have to deal with. I look at my 2-year-old daughter, who is part of another baby boom, and there are others in this room that I can hear, and realize that she will be in the job market, as will they, in 20 years. And there's going to be a very crowded economy for them. We all have a choice to make as a group. Do we continue the pattern our parents have laid out, just get ours, scorch the earth behind us, leave the next generation to deal with it? That would be easy. Or do we take the difficult path and face this challenge head on and change it for the next generation? Instead of focusing on what profit we can extract from the world, we need to focus on how to maintain the world and the system. As creatives, we have the ability to expand the economy around us, to use our skills to create more jobs. Yes, it would be easier to just get our job, get a paycheck, but then all we've done is take. If you can create a larger, stronger economy, then you will leave the world in a better state than you found it. I know that all of you can do this. You're educated, you're creative. We live in Toronto, we live in Canada. We have all the opportunity in the world, and it's our responsibility to take that opportunity and take care of this world. When you do this, that's when you will show real creativity. This is my lifelong challenge to all of you. I fully believe we can do it, but we have to do it together. So don't be afraid, because you've made it this far. Now it's time for the next step. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayland. We now have reached the formal part of our ceremony where we award credentials, the diplomas and certificates, and these become official documents of the college. I invite Chancellor Sally Horsfall-Eaton to come forward. Will the candidates please stand?
No degrees, right?
Right. Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here today have qualified in all respects for their credentials by successfully completing curricula offered by the Center for Arts and Design at George Brown College. Faculty members have recommended that they be awarded their credentials in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of George Brown College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diplomas and certificates with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the candidates not present, I request that you confer the credentials in absentia.
I so do, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, during the next part of the ceremony, we will be presenting candidates individually to Chancellor Sally Horsfall-Eaton and President Ann Sado. To show our respect for each candidate, we ask that you remain in your seats until the last candidate has received her or his credential. We also ask that you withhold your applause until all of the candidates from each program have been presented. For our candidates, upon receiving your credential, please follow the pink feet off stage. We ask that you return to your seats and enjoy the rest of the Convocation program. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, I wish to present the candidates from the Center for Arts and Design so that you may confer their credentials. I will ask our announcer to come to the podium now. Caitlin Driscoll is a graduate from George Brown's Theatre School.
Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Center for Arts and Design, School of Design, Graphic Design Program. Shabnam Abdi. Franklin Kwame Achempong. Oluwasegun Ayodeji Adebajo. Dylan Alleluia. Andreun Aruziz. Tamara Armand. Hannah Astorga. Melissa Mary Boys. Matthew William Francis Brackett. Jane Margaret Berger. Liliana Stephanie Ferreira Carvalho. Allison Chan. Sharita Alana Chase. Justin Saukin Chung. Kevin Kenton Chow. Nigel Adrian Harding Cruz. Samantha Marie D'Souza. Rachel Dotimus. Sherry Camille Dubois. Raymond Estevez. Kimberly Fabiano. Alana Kiko Fleming. Violet Edith Fodor. Jason Raymond Francis. Evan Lloyd Gerber. Wayland Gill. Sally Glogowski. Francisco Gonzalez. Kimberly Hall. Daryl Ignatius Hans. Eugene Huang. Lindsay Ann Hunt. Gary Christopher Sidney Jetton. Dara Kathleen Joseph. Tarek Kabani. Laura Kadar. Tony Karamanlidis. Imtiaz Khan. Aisha Kokar. Maya J. Xander. Linda S. Lameless. Matthew Stephen Lee with honors. Laura Lei Ming with honors. Lainey Lauren Main. Michelle Simone Marcart. Shainya Matsumura. Bianca Mazeregos. Scott Robert McNeil with honors, Dean's Award. Stephen Joseph Micklitz. Kiyohei Morimoto with honors. Brady James Penner. Iris Lesty Pinto. Michelle Helena Ann Prothero. Kevon Reed. Marco Rodriguez. David Lucas Rodriguez with honors. Cassandra Savarino. Mark Emile Lauren Serrano. Jennifer Mary Snowden with honors. Alexis Sto Domingo. Michelle Yi Ying Tan with honors. Connor R. Thompson. Michael Toomer. Matthew Andrew Townsend. Carla Angelica Andaya Valdez with honors. Vanessa Samantha Valella. Patrick Harrison Vannon. Loreto Michelle Vasconcelos. Cindy Vasquez. Danny Vitorino. Huina Wang. Stefan Max Weidauer. Deja Williams. Suk Young Won with honors. Sumi Yang. Doris Joleka. Abdul Shakar Young. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the School of Design, Arts, and Design Foundation. Adam Richard Barry. Joan Brewer with honors. Marcel Francois Willia Senek. Darcy Davidson with honors. John Holland. Caitlin Jenna Ray Legier with honors. Paulina Carmen McNeil. Nadine Donna Marie McDonald with honors. Jordan Alfred Chuck Morrison with honors. Laura K. Quinlan. Nick Felice Sigia. Jacob Alexander Skavarnsky with honors. Bianca Marie Trelli. Li Yi Zhang. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Game Development Program. Mark Absetti. Emilio Angeles. James Thomas Arkwright. Jason Oj. Rami Basus, with honors, Dean's Medal. Sydney Jane Benedette. Justin Betancourt. Matthew Philip Carusi. Ji Jen. Shelby Jordan Dakin. Kadeem Delpeach. Justin Tyler Fernandez. Michael Lopez Fernandez. Michael Adam Flatt. Jun Hee Hong. Shane Mario Inch. Katish Katiravelu. Jeffrey Lowe. Ian Malcolm Martyr. Maya Mistella. Farzad Mogiman, with honors. Patrick Michael Orr. Jeremy Patterson. Travis Peniston. Flynn Ringrose. Kaylee J. Robbins. Carl Patrick Gonzalez Sevilla. Bo Shi. Tamika Small. Stephen Derek Stein. Lebo Su. Nicole Thelwell de Freitas, with honors. Brock Philip Thompson. Charles Brian Tiburcio. Justin Warsita. Robert Gordon Wellen. Andrew David Wong. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Design Management Program. Michelle Issa. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Digital Design, Advanced Digital Design program. Stephen Boyle. Cameron Dunlop. Antonia Kostiuk. Abby Phillipson. Alton Brian Pinto, with honors. Meghna Prashant Ravate. Joanna Senandez Ferret, with honors. Miho Tomiyama, with honors. Rohit Walia. Kamal Yavuz. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Digital Design Program Game Design. Kelvin Ali, with honors. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Fashion Management Program. Michelle Elsa Akhtari Lundgren. Charlene Alamillo. Melissa Jane Allen. Louisa Ralda Asiudu. Allison Bagg, with honors, Dean's Medal. Aquila Raydal Barnes. Sarah Keiko Bellinger. Kelly Joan Birbari. Elizabeth Catherine Button, with honors. Jacqueline Carr, with honors. Amanda Megan Casey. Amber Annette Chechmuch. Alexandra Clark. Erin Catherine Clark. Leonardo Christopher Datadine, with honors. Michaela Marie DeMarco, with honors. Raina Frances Dempsey with honors. Loris Boutros Dib with honors. Ryan Joseph Doyle. Marie-Thérèse Antoinette Duquesne. Melissa Escobar Ramirez with honors. Ian Ford with honors. Ashley Ann Formosa. Autumn Brenda Joanna Fraser. Paige Lee Marie Gelino. Alicia Giancola. Victoria Grace Elaine Gilmore with honors. Keegan Charles Hawkswood. Cindy Hugh. Abby Heiderman with honors. Alicia Karen Jackson. DeLauren Milan Johnson. Phoebe Latigo Odida. Laura Marie LaRue with honors. Meifan Liu. Miriam Lukaweski. Sarah Martins Pereira. Catherine Ashley McGuire. Jenna McKay with honors. Marisa Louise Murray. Carla Musharbash. Alessandra Anna Natal. Laura Roberta O'Leary with honors. Kelby James Paquette Anderson. Camille Paris. Liana Patriarca. Nicole Rufa Pexon. Sivan Poladian, honors. Samira Rawan. Erica Richter. Jillian Nicole Robichaud. Emily Ann Romaniuk. Stephanie Fiorina Santoro. Dongmin Shin with honors. Adriana Serrano with honors. Alicia Springer with honors. Alexandra Sukacheva with honors. Jessica Catherine Simons. Amanda Toe. Ashley Inez Tomlinson. Vanessa Adine Tonto Donati. Isabel Trimble with honors. Nejla Turan Ray with honors. Camille Angelica Vicari with honors. Nasari Michael Volkoveski with honors. Sarah Walkington with honors. Victoria Watson. Stephanie Michelle Welk. Catherine Ann Wick. Sarah Jane Cameron Wise. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Gemology program. Sana Benmam Shiraz with honors. Marcia Loria with honors. Abdul Aziz Rana with honors. Shafia Sheikh. Jessie Wong with honors. Hua Jun Wu. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Jewelry Methods program. Mina Allen. Isaac Benzion Bachutsky. Victoria Granier. Christopher Gustafson. Deborah Hong. Sangjin Kim. Janessa Joy Radke. With honors. Carol Ann Spencer Macer. Ji Un Yun. Melina Sankowska. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Fashion Business Industry program. Nicole Jane Boyle. Kayla Jean Valentine Carroll. Sophie Dan Sen. Sarah Alexandria Chamberlain. Brooke Catherine DeNoble. Krista Nicole General. Tony Hayward. Kurumi Ito. Jennifer Johnson. Francis Anthony Juaneza. Cheyenne Kaiser. Karen Ashley Kubari. Hee Jin Lee with honors. Polina Loria Quiz. Ashley Noel Lesiak with honors. Emma Marie Gabriela Marin. Giovanna Nedimovic with honors. Michelle Laura Nightingale. Asel Pashin. Anika Christine Persaud. Michaela Pescatore Tardioli. Alexandra Claire Petrie with honors. Caitlin Margaret Putnam with honors. Hillary Rigo with honors, Dean's Medal. Sabrina Maria Rocchetti with honors. Sarah Maria Romanelli. Demi Sachs with honors. Sasha Scrignoli. Daud Cianturi. Novea Amiria Sardine. Lena Mary Steinsland with honors. Rachel Ann Peters Stock with honors. Nicholas James Sue. Jessica Claire Venuto. Sharon Villarruel. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Fashion Techniques and Design program. Ngozi Akinbami. Shanice D. Baxter-Dennis. Shayna Marie Bouchard. Sasha Helene Bertosini. Justin Adam Bignell. Amy Rosemarie Bouchard. Clancy Balkis Catlin. Yuting Tui. Joshua Dolendo. Deka Farah. Elena Georgiana Feduic. Caitlin Ashley Fleming. Megan Elizabeth Flint with honors. Marie Carmel Frederick. Fernando G. Canton Barros. Neelam Natasha Gounder. Camila Brooklyn Rose Headley, who is also graduating from Fashion Business Industry. Anika Hope. Hilda Mae Humphrey, with honors. Prabjot Kaur. Ji Young Kim, with honors. Ain Shania King. Rena Amor Felicia King. Ksenia Kinezevu. Ainsley Anna Louise Leahy. Jenna Lynn McClellan. Krista Manitowabi. Sarah Malloy with honors. Alexandra Montecalvo. Cassandra Anna Mucha. Cassandra Nudo. Claire Amelia Olson with honors. Audrey Elizabeth Plant. Carolyn Raymer. Laura Katarina Rosello. Misha Samuels with honors. Widya Sanjaya. Irina Alexeyevna Shelaeva with honors. Carolyn Valerie Smith with honors. Pornkit Sodsai. Laura Cavell Tyrrell. Duke Vo. Dan Wang. Jessica May Wong. Josine Jo-Yi Wong. Catherine Alyssa Yap. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Jewelry Arts Program. Perlamina Boyi Chung with honors. Jane Ji-young Hong. Cassidy Yu-jo Hung. Ye-so Lee. Devarati Angela Salmon with honors. Jennifer Kimberly Tai with honors. Marjone Yassini Amin. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the International Fashion Development and Management Program. Harneet Aurora. Elizabeth Ann Graham. Ameta Bushra Hafiz. Yael Heyman. Anuj Dalal. Abhishek Jaksani. Shuaotong Jin. Roanna Maria Lewis. Caitlin Nicole Webster. Jose Marie Wilson. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Center for Arts and Design, School of Performing Arts, Dance Performance Preparation Program. Greta Drenson. Kathleen Elizabeth E. Kone. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Dance Performance Studies Program. Jessica Bartlett. Cheryl Chan. Jasmine Alexia Dixon. Rachel Caitlin Higgs. Joni Landrio. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the Commercial Dance Studies Program. Mallory Ariel Dunlap. Lisbeth Maidment with honors. Kayla Ashley Merchant. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. Madam Chancellor and Madam President, I have the honor of presenting to you the 2013 graduates for their credentials from the General Arts and Science one-year program. Tae-in Choi with honors. Kadeem Andre Hines. Anita Elizabeth Ramadan. Gabriela Salguero Palacino with honors. Dean Somur. Kadisha Urquhart. Thank you, Madam Chancellor and Madam President. And congratulations to all the 2013 graduates.
This concludes the conferring of credentials. I now invite President Ann Sato to address the graduating class. Madam President.
Good afternoon. Class of 2013, congratulations. I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. Convocation truly is my favorite part of the academic year, and this year is extra special, at least for me. It's the 10th year I've had the honor of presiding over our convocation ceremonies. I keep thinking, where has the time gone? And I imagine some of you may feel the same. I certainly did when just last week I watched my younger son graduate. As he walked across the stage, much like this one, I was filled with a sense of pride and optimism. As parents, we want our children to be successful, but even more than that, we want them to be happy. I believe that finding a career you're passionate about is a key to that happiness. So, how do you know that you found it? Psychologists sometimes talk about a mental state known as flow. You've probably experienced it before. It's that feeling that you get when you're so immersed in a task that you lose track of time. Both your body and your mind are completely focused on what you're doing, and your skills are being used to their utmost. Athletes and performers often refer to it as being in the zone, but flow can happen in any career. Business professionals may experience flow by writing a report or evaluating data. Accountants might experience it by producing that great set of financial statements. As you explore new work opportunities, I hope you'll remain attuned to these moments of perfect focus and clarity. They won't happen every day, but when they do, they're a great indication that you've found something that you love. This is important because people who are happy and fulfilled at work tend to be happier when they're not at work as well. They're the people who really engage with the world around them, the volunteers, the community organizers, the people making a real difference in the lives of others. As president of George Brown, I feel a great responsibility in ensuring that we offer our students a well-rounded experience, one that encourages them to find meaningful ways to engage while providing a solid foundation that you need to step confidently onto your career path. That's why we work so closely with industry to develop and enhance our curriculum. It's why we invest in state-of-the-art learning facilities like our new waterfront campus or the game design and ESL spaces on King Street. And you'll have to come back and see the new floors at 200 King for Business in the fall. And it's why we provide our students with real-world work experience through field education or applied research. We believe that this close contact with industry will give you a leg up, helping you build the hard and soft skills employers are looking for and that will ultimately help you achieve your career goals. Class of 2013, I know that many of you have had to overcome great obstacles in order to complete your education, whether they were personal or financial. You may have juggled heavy course loads, part-time jobs, family responsibilities, often working long hours both inside the classroom and out. Today, all of that persistence pays off. With your new credentials in hand, you've proven that you have the knowledge, the skills, and most importantly, the drive to succeed. I know how good that feels. I was the first person in my family to graduate from a post-secondary institution. Mind you, as the daughter of very insistent immigrants, I probably had no other choice. I know some of the families in the audience are celebrating the same milestone today, so I'd like to offer both my heartfelt congratulations and a word of warning to the graduates. Your parents will probably spend the next few weeks bragging about your graduation to everyone they see. There's no use trying to stop them. This is a big day, not only for you, but also for your family. To all the loved ones in the audience, parents, children, partners, other family members, and friends, I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you for believing in our graduates and for supporting them as they pursued their passions at George Brown. They couldn't have done it without you, and hopefully that support will be returned in kind one day when you need it. To the graduates, today you join a long legacy of distinguished George Brown alumni. They are successful CEOs, beloved community workers and nurses, top chefs, renowned performers, thriving entrepreneurs, and the list goes on. Many continue their relationship with the college throughout their lives, and I hope you'll join this proud tradition. In the future, you might consider joining a program advisory committee, hosting a student for a field placement, hiring a graduate, supporting our George Brown College Foundation, or continuing your education with us as a lifelong learner. Our door is always open to you. In the meantime, I do encourage you to keep in touch. Don't forget to update your information at our Alumni Relations Office so you can take advantage of the many services on offer, including professional development and job search assistance. Like those who came before you, you are a class of innovators and problem solvers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. This auditorium is bursting with skilled graduates about to embark on rewarding new careers, well equipped with the knowledge obtained at George Brown. Today may mark an ending, but there are many exciting beginnings ahead. New jobs, new opportunities, and new challenges. George Brown was once unfamiliar to you, but you have succeeded here just as I know you will succeed in your future careers. You have the drive, you have the passion, and now you have the credential. What happens next is up to you. But I hope you take a moment to commend yourself on this tremendous achievement. You should be very proud. I know I am. Congratulations.
Thank you, Madam President. All right, we're in the home stretch. Graduates, each of you here today has completed a long journey to reach this achievement. Along the way, you have had the support and encouragement of the people close to you, and many of your supporters are here today to celebrate with you. This is your opportunity to say thank you to a parent, a child, a brother, a sister, a partner, spouse, or friend who has helped you make this possible. They share in your achievement. Please join me in recognizing them now. Graduates, I would also invite you to join me in expressing your thanks to your faculty and staff of your center. I would also like to thank Deborah Ifrati, Associate Registrar, and the team from the Registrar's Office for organizing this convocation. Thank you to Joanne Anderson, who provided real-time captioning for this ceremony, to Monique Ledrew and Tara Everett, our interpreters today, and to our announcer, Patrick Kwok-Chun. Special thanks also go to the staff and students from various college departments who volunteered their services today. I would also like to thank our piper, Alex Thompson, our musicians from Lamb Chops Music, and Thunder Jack, who provided the honor song. Graduates and guests, we hope you will join us downstairs here in the Sony Center following the ceremony. We ask that you remain in the auditorium until the platform party has left the stage. I now officially declare these graduation exercises closed.